Okay, guys, 3.4 volume capacity of spheres, cones, and pyramids. Okay, guys. First things first is the sphere. It's on your formula sheets, 4/3 pi r cubed. Okay? In the calculator, how would you write that? 4 divide 3. Then the pi button, whatever the radius is, power 3. You guys think you can handle that in the calculator? Oh yeah, for sure. Okay? And the capacity of a spherical container would be identical to any other container. Okay? This is on your formula sheet from last day. 1,000 of those little centimeter cubes, and you're going to get the liter. And it tells you you also need to know a box with dimensions 1 by 1 by 1 would have a volume of 1 meter cube. Therefore, 1 meter cube would be 1,000,000 centimeter cube. What do I have for a meter cube? Okay, on your formula sheet, 1 meter cube is 1,000 liters. Okay, so it's 1,000 centimeter cubes. That's a ton. Okay, in a meter cube, you'd have 1,000 of those tiny little centimeter cubes. So 1,000,000. So could you guys imagine like a fish tank? A fish tank that was a meter by a meter by a meter. A meter up, down, a meter left, right, and a meter into the wall. You could fit 1,000,000 of those tiny little centimeter cubes in there. Okay? And 1,000,000 centimeter cubes would be 1,000,000. This would be 1,000,000 milliliters. Divide by 1,000 to get the liter, and there it is. Okay? So 1,000 liters would fill like a meter by meter by meter fish tank. Just to give you guys some idea of application in real life. So 1,000 liters. And you think about it, you can go to a store and you buy like, you know, a liter of water. How much is that? That's not cheap. You buy like some nice Evian water or something. What's your guys' favorite water to buy? Voss? Those like thick glass? Yeah. My girlfriend always buys that Voss. I'm like, why you waste your money on water? Okay. So example 1 is about the volume of a sphere. They always do this crap to you. They give you the diameter. Right? So the radius is half the diameter. Everyone should know that by now. Okay? So then your book has this, right? Yeah. So the book shows you the calculation. Your book has it here, okay? And then it goes and converts using that. I wouldn't use that. I would just use this one, okay? 1 meter cube is 1,000 liters. Use that to convert. Josh, put it away or it goes in the garbage. That's twice now, actually. Go put it on my desk. Go. Question. No, you missed your chance. Go. Question. Can you just wait? You can wait, right? Alright. Should bring a water bottle to class. Unless you already have all this done. Okay, volume of a sphere. 4/3 pi r cubed. In the calculator, 4 divide 3 like that. Hit the pi button. 8.5 power 3, just like this. That's what it would look like in the calculator. Does anybody have that for me? Or do I got to do it myself? Alright, I'll do it myself. Okay, I'm getting like 2,572.4 cubic centimeter. So let's round it as we convert to milliliter. Remember that the centimeter cubes is identical to milliliter. And then to go from milliliter to liter, you divide by, anybody? Good, 1,000. 2.572 liters. So basically 2.5 liters. Okay? Anybody have fish tank at home? So you might be familiar with this amount of water. How about a swimming pool at home? Wrong country. You live in California, we'd all have swimming pools probably. Maybe. I know. Alright. You want me to go back to this? Okay, so if you're done this, go to the next page. Do you need your drink? Go get your drink quick. How bad? Go. Question? Power button?
How do I get this tree?
Oh, hit this first. And then there. So, you want that? 8.5? Second, there. Cool? Alright. Alright. Now we go to the next page and you work on the one that gives you the diameter. Whenever they give you a diameter, you always divide by 2 to get the radius. So 78 divided by 2 is 39. 4/3 pi 39 cubed. Good. Explore button. YX. Yep. Okay guys, you should be following along with me, trying the calculations on the calculator that you plan on using so you know what the buttons are and there's not going to be any surprises. This is a huge number. So I got 248,000 centimeter cubes. So that's going to be exactly 248,000 milliliters. So it's identical. Divide by 1,000 to go to the liter. Everybody familiar with this? And how many decimal moves when you divide 1,000? 1, 2, 3. So it's going to be 248. After rounding, the 7 will round up. It's like 248.5 liters. If I told you 248,000 milliliters, you're like, what? I don't know what that is. But if I told you roughly 250 liters, you could probably try to imagine that in your head, 250 liters. Is there a reference, something you can reference for liters? What's the big milk jug? The one that you could swing around like this? Swing around the milk. How many liters is that? 4. Yeah, roughly 4. Or it is 4, yeah. Yeah. That'd be good. Alright, next one. Sphere with radius 46 is centered inside a sphere with radius 76. What is the volume of the space between the two spheres? I see a lot of mouths running. Let's keep our mouths. Shh. Thank you. Okay, do you guys see this one's like a ball inside of a ball? And they want the space in between. Okay. Have we seen questions like this before? It's like the donut question. So you need the volume total. Take away the volume inside. And that will give you the volume in between. So which is the big radius? 76. Basically V big, 4/3 pi 76 cubed minus 4/3 pi 46 cubed. And this will give you the volume that you want. If you have a nice calculator, you could type all that in perfect just like you see it. Otherwise, some of you will probably just calculate them separately and then get 76 and 46, just like the question says. Like in the millions, right? All right, so I got 1,431,058 cubic centimeters. Marlon, relax, man. All right. So you have exactly 1,431,058 milliliters. Move the decimal 3 times. It's 1,431 liters. Okay? Just how do you go from milliliter to liter? Divide by 1,000. Okay? Basically that 0.058, I don't even care about it. I'm just rounding it off. Okay, from milliliter to liter, take off the 3 digits at on the right. Okay, so we got the volume, we got the capacity. This question is done. And you've seen questions like this before. Moving on to the next. Unless you still need it. Anybody still need it? Can you guys write faster? I'm a man on a mission here to get through 3.4. Good, Anthony? Nah, I don't know if we'll get through it all today. Okay, volume of a pyramid. Can you guys find it on your formula sheet? Find the pyramid. Think about Egypt and Giza. Find the pyramid. Sorry, I'll get that for you. See where it says rectangular pyramid or square pyramid? The volume formulas are the same. So it's 1/3 LWH. This guy is on your formula sheet, so all you're going to have to do is locate it and use it. Okay? So the length times the width, and ladies and gentlemen, which height are we using? The slant height or the actual pyramid's height? Actual height, which is 90 degrees to the base. Okay? Use apex height. Can you jot that in for me, please? Ladies and gents, jot that in. Use apex height. So what if they give you slant height? Yes, if given slant, use Pythagoras. And you'll be solving for a short side, so you'll have to add or subtract. You'll have to subtract in your Pythagoras. You guys all should be familiar with your Pythagorean theorem. If you're solving for one of the short sides, you subtract. Subtract the squares and then square root. Maybe that will come up in the notes. Alright. I'm going to do 3A and then I want you guys to do 3B, okay? Volume is exactly 1/3 LWH. 1/3 I can put in my calculator just like that. 15 times 17 times 19. Doesn't get easier than this. Volume typically is easier than area. 1/3 times 15 times 17 times 19. 1615 cubic inches. Please try 3B. Well, 3B is identical, so I'm going to skip 3B. Can somebody just throw out their answer for 3B? 40? And the unit would be cubic feet. Good. 30 times 4, 120 divided by 3. Yeah, that's good. Now what are you going to do for this weird shape? This is like a 2 pyramids touching at the base. So what's the same with these? If they fit flush, what must be the same? Length and width must be the same. All they have is 2 different heights, right? So 2 different heights. So it would be 9.8 times 4.3 for both of them. Okay. And they just have 2 different heights. One of the height is 6.2, the other height is 4.8. Put 1/3 in front of both of them. 1/3. Get each answer and add them up. Anybody have this? 761. Anybody else agree with that? No? Uh-oh. Disagreements. $67? Something? Got like 154. Who else got 154? Me and Caitlin got 154. Christian, you got to be the tiebreaker, man. All right. 154. So check how you're typing it into the calculator. Maybe you're messing something up. That total, yeah. Oh, the top one? Yeah, you gotta add them up. Total space. Total space, right, guys? So this would be the top shape. And this will be the bottom shape. And then I wonder what's going to happen here. That can't... Maybe I'll use purple. Purple would be all of it combined. Doesn't really work when you mix the colors. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at this shape. This composite figure, what does it have? A rectangular prism, and on top of it, sitting flush. Do you know what it means to sit flush? Like it's perfect. Oh my gosh. You guys want to see something crazy? Let's see if this desk fits flush with this desk. What would have to happen? It would have to line up perfect. Does it? Is it off a little bit? That's pretty much flush. Do you guys know what it means when I say it sits flush? All right. All right. So this pyramid sits flush on the rectangular prism. So the length and the width have to be the same. Okay? And what does this mean? The height to the peak is 15. What is that? Is that from the bottom to the top? Is 15? I think it's from the bottom to the top. And 9, from there to there is 9. So what's the height of the pyramid? 6. Because 9 and 6 will make 15, right? Alright. So the volume of the prism, LWH, 22, 9, and 20. And the volume of the pyramid? 22, 20, and 6. And then we take these two numbers and we add them up, okay? So this and this we have to add up. 22 times 9 times 20. I got 3960. 22 times 20 times 6 divided by 3, I got 880. Add those up. I got 4840. What unit is that in? Cubic feet. Do I have any conversions for capacity from imperial on your formula sheet? Nothing. So I'm not going to give you guys an imperial unit and then ask you for capacity. Okay, I promise. Did you guys catch what I just said? I won't ask for capacity if I give you an imperial unit. So on the test, if it asks for capacity, it'll be metric, okay? And there's a few. Metric. Yeah, so you're good. Looking at this test, very doable. Very doable. Alright, so for this question, we're not going to worry about the capacity. Okay, next. Calculate the volume of this prism and this pyramid. What's the difference in volume? So what does it want when it asks what's the difference? You just subtract the answers. Okay? Did they give you the right height for this shape? They gave you the height at 90 degrees. So that's the good height. So all you'd have to do is 28 by 16 by 12, and then at the end all you have to do is divide by 3. Or you can multiply by a third at the beginning. It's the same. In this one, 12 by 28 by 16. So do you see how the dimensions are the same? So then the difference will be 2/3. See how those are the same? The difference will just be 2/3. Okay? 28 times 16 times 12. So this one's 1792. This one's 5376. Okay. It takes 3 1792s to make 5376. Okay. So apparently 3 of these could fit inside there. Apparently.
Thanks, buddy. How about you, your May long?
Alright, moving along. Okay, example 3. What's the problem with this one? Nice. Sonia Brown, you're doing so good today. They gave us the wrong height. Okay, so how do I solve for the short side on Pythagorean? You have to end up subtracting, right? So what goes in for C? What's the long side on the right angle triangle? 22. Good. And what's one of the short sides? Why did you pick 13? 13's not even on there. Yeah, it's half of that distance, right? Good, so 13. Plus this unknown height. Can we call that h? Let's call that h. So in order to solve for this, you have to subtract it out. And then once you get your answer, square root it, okay? So 22 squared, take away 13 squared, and then once you get your answer, you will square root that. So it's the square root of 315. So I got like 17.7 after rounding. Think the book got that on the next page? I don't know. Oh, the book did. The book did. They're smart guys, apparently. So once you get the new height, length times width times height, and then divide by 3, of course. 26 times 18 times the new height, 17.7. The book did that on the next page. Okay? It's right here. All that work. Here's that height we calculated from above. Okay? Apex height. Alright, so we mentioned it a few times. So you guys need to work on 6A. That's your exit slip today. 6A. You get 6A done, then I won't give you after school detention. You heard.